Okay, so you want to really understand like a huge body of work, right?
Yeah.
Like, how do you organize all those research articles?
Right.
It can feel really overwhelming sometimes.
Yeah, especially for a big literature review.
Exactly. It's like you need a solid foundation before you even start building.
A blueprint, a good method.
And that's what this deep dive is all about.
Exactly. We want to make sure you're not drowning in information.
Right, like how to really get the most important knowledge out of all those articles.
And even though we're focusing on those research articles, the ones you see in academic journals,
Yeah,
the same ideas apply to just about anything.
true.
Like industry reports or even like a deep dive into some historical event.
Okay, so first step,
First step,
getting the lay of the land.
yes, the initial scan. Super important. It gives you that big picture.
The bird's eye view before you get lost in the weeds.
Yeah, before you get bogged down in the details, see what the author's really trying to say.
What are the main questions they're going after?
Exactly.
So how do we do this scan? What's the method?
Well, first, you got to read those opening paragraphs, where they set the stage.
Introduce the problem.
Right.
And then this is a great tip jump to that paragraph right before the method section.
Or sometimes it's called research design or methodology.
Yeah, whatever that heading is. It's usually where they lay out their hypotheses.
Or like the research questions, the goals of the study.
Like what they're setting out to prove.
Exactly. It's like a roadmap for the whole article.
Love that. Okay, so we've read the intro.
Uh-huh.
We've jumped ahead to before the method section.
Right.
What's next in our initial scan?
Then you scan the rest. Get a feel for the sections.
Just looking at headings, subheadings, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A quick glance at the text in those sections.
Don't get stuck in the details yet.
Right. Just get a sense of what's there.
Okay, and finally, the discussion section.
Especially the beginning. That's where they usually summarize.
All their findings,
Yeah,
their interpretations.
exactly. You can see how they're thinking about their results.
Like, are they making big claims about cause and effect, or suggesting new research, or pointing out limitations?
It's all about those nuances.
And for our listeners who want to be super efficient,
Yeah,
this whole pre-reading technique is a game changer.
it is. It's like a shortcut to understanding the core of the research.
Well, I love it. Okay, so step 2. We've scanned all our articles.
Now it's time to find your groups.
Categorize.
Yes. Start organizing. You'll see connections emerge.
This makes it so much easier when you actually have to synthesize everything.
Exactly. Especially for that literature review, you can discuss related studies together.
Okay, so how do we make these groups?
Well, you can start by organizing by the topic.
Like the broad topic and then break it down into subtopics.
Right. And then within those subtopics.
Chronological order.
Yes. Often starting with the most recent research.
To see where the field is at right now.
Exactly. Now, if you're working digitally, you can create folders.
And for print.
Label those stacks.
And what's so cool is that your categories.
They're going to be unique to your research.
Yeah. Your question's what you're trying to figure out.
Like our sources, they gave some examples.
Oh, yeah.
If you were looking at like the psychological effects of meditation,
Okay.
you might have a category for like theoretical frameworks
Okay.
and then another for empirical studies.
Oh, so that makes sense. And then under those.
Even more subcategories.
Yeah.
Like under theoretical frameworks,
Mm-hmm.
you might have Eastern and Western perspectives on meditation.
Or like neurobiological models of meditation.
Yes. And under empirical studies,
You could have effects on anxiety,
impact on attention.
changes in brain activity.
Right. It all depends on what you're measuring.
But if you were researching smoking cessation and menopause,
Completely different categories.
right.
The examples they gave were things like the physiological links between menopause and smoking,
Oh, interesting.
or the role of hormone therapy, or weight concerns as a barrier to quitting,
Wow.
menopausal symptoms, and nicotine dependence. See, totally
Yeah.
different.
So it's all about figuring out what makes sense for your research.
Exactly. Find those relationships and distinctions in your set of articles.
Okay, on to step 3.
Filling in the blanks.
Yes.
This is all about making sure you're getting a complete picture.
Right. Because as you're scanning and categorizing, you might notice some gaps.
Yeah, some aspects of your topic that haven't been explored enough.
So you've done your overview.
Uh-huh.
You've made your groups.
Right.
Now you see that, hey, this one area is underrepresented.
Time to go back to those research databases.
More focused searches.
Yes. Using keywords for that gap you found.
And what's interesting is if you keep hitting a dead end,
If there's just no research in a certain area.
that's actually a finding in itself.
Exactly. It's something to mention in your literature review.
You can even talk about the search terms you tried.
Show that you did your due diligence.
And remember that doing a literature review it's not always linear.
It's a process.
As you go deeper, new questions pop up.
And you might find new areas to explore.
So those database searches, you might revisit those multiple times.
Exactly. It's all about being thorough.
And speaking of gaps,
Yeah.
there's a great example with eyewitness testimony.
Oh, tell me about it.
So there's plenty of research on auditory memory for ear witnesses,
Okay.
but not a lot on how that memory holds up over time.
Like a week or more after a crime.
Exactly. Most studies focus on the short term.
Interesting.
So identifying that gap, like the lack of research on long retention intervals.
That's a valuable contribution to your review. You're pushing the field forward.
I love it. Okay, step 4. We're ready for deep reading.
Deep reading, but first,
Organization.
yes, set yourself up for success.
Because you want to find key information easily later on.
Right, you don't want to be scrambling through a mountain of papers.
So for those working digitally,
Highlighting tools,
use those comments.
different colors for different categories.
Like a visual code.
And if you prefer print,
There's something about holding those papers.
I agree.
Self-stick flags, different colors for different things.
Subtopics, methods, important findings, whatever you need.
Love it. We're halfway there. Step 5.
This is where things get really exciting.
Capturing that key information.
Building your compilation system,
It's all about actively processing what you're reading.
not just skimming.
And the best way to do this,
Spreadsheet. Or a table on your computer.
I love spreadsheets.
Me too. They're so flexible. You can add new categories, reorder stuff, copy and paste.
And speaking of categories, our sources gave us some essential column headings.
Oh, yeah.
The basics. Author's name, title of the article, publication year, the journal.
The bibliographic info.
But then it gets interesting. We have a column for grouping identifier,
That links back to those categories we create.
and then a column for summary.
But this isn't just copying the abstract.
No, it's you explaining the main points in your own words.
Show that you understand what they're saying.
Okay, then we have methodology.
Was it a survey, an experiment, a meta-analysis?
Get specific. Who are the participants?
We were the procedures.
Yeah.
Findings. Summarize the results.
Did they find a correlation?
Was there a difference between groups?
And finally, the comments column.
This is for anything noteworthy.
Landmark study.
Helpful tables or figures.
Questions you have, connections to other research.
Right. Anything that stands out.
And the beauty of this system,
You're doing so much of the analytical work up front.
it makes writing that literature review so much easier.
It does.
Okay, on to step 6.
Staying adaptable.
Yes, flexibility is key.
Because as you go deeper, you're going to see all sorts of different approaches and findings.
Some studies will agree, some will disagree.
Exactly. So your notes need to capture all of that.
Both the similarities and the differences.
And as you read more, you might even need to change your spreadsheet categories.
Add new ones, refine the old ones.
Yeah. You might realize that a certain factor, like the age of the participants,
Needs its own category.
exactly.
Yeah.
Or you might find new limitations in the research.
Questions about validity.
Add new columns for those. It's all about being open to evolving.
Which leads us to our final step.
Number 7.
Accuracy is crucial, especially with direct quote.
Always note the page number.
Future you will thank you.
Trust me. When you're citing your sources later on, it's a lifesaver.
And of course, double check those quotes for accuracy.
You want to make sure you're representing the authors correctly.
And avoid plagiarism.
So to recap, we scan, we group, we search for gaps.
We organize before deep reading, we compile our notes.
We stay flexible, and we're accurate with quotes.
7 steps to make you a literature review master.
It's all about empowering you to really understand complex information.
Build that strong foundation and you can analyze anything.
Just think about your own research interests.
Yeah.
What categories would you use?
And what might you discover as you start applying this structured approach?
We can't wait to hear what you find.
Happy researching.